Sure. Oh, that was really bad. But welcome back once
That
again.
looked good on mine. That looked good on mine. That looked
Uh,
good on mine. I might just be lagging at your end, but that looked clean on my end.
oh, well, maybe it was. I don't know. But welcome back, everybody. We got ourselves another conference to go through. We just went through the Big Ten. We are now off to the ACC. All these videos will be uploading probably tomorrow. I'll be doing editing for them. I don't work until 2 tomorrow, so I should be able to get all of them done. It won't take too long. I'll probably just put in a couple I'll just put in a couple teams and I'll just say under, over, then just say
I
whatever
don't
ones we
know.
have. I don't know. I'll figure
I
it
don't
out.
know. I don't know which one you'll be seeing on which day because I would assume I would say probably release these one a day for the next couple of days. Or just schedule release one a day. Then we can spread everything out.
We'll figure it out.
I was about to say we got another week and a half, but we only got a week and a half for college football, folks. So that's exciting. But anyway, we're starting with the ACC over under win total. So here we've got the Boston College Eagles over under 6.5.
I do see that Boston College has an off conference. I guess it's the same thing. Non-conference game against Missouri. So that will be an interesting non-conference game for Boston College. Definitely curious if they can win that. The ACC, the entire ACC is just a toss-up because they could win and they could lose every single game except for Clemson. They will lose to Clemson, but
you could go to a Boston College game for $8. What the heck? and then you look at Michigan. Look, tickets as low as $200 to watch them play Western Michigan.
I'd actually looked at Washington tickets recently because I was actually kind of thinking about going to that, and it said the lowest price was actually $69. So I am highly debate. I am debating if I want to do this or not, and if I do, I might bring some friends along with me, depending on who's around.
If I was in Michigan, I would go with you, but I'm not. So.
That'd be awesome if you actually showed up and we just went together, the two of us. That'd be good, but you're kind of...
Boston College, I'm going to say under. I think they're going to hit 6. But I think they'll go under. I just don't feel confident looking at their schedule and giving them a step.
As I said, the ACC, really everybody can win and lose every game. So, yeah, I'll go with 6, too. I'll go under. I'll say they make a bowl game. It's hard to say what games they'll win, what games they'll lose, but I say a bowl game for Boston College.
All right, Clemson.
12.
Over under 11.5. Okay.
Over.
I think, it'll be 12. Their only challenge is week 1. That's literally it.
I mean, it should be a good game. I do think Georgia will give Clemson a challenge. I do think Georgia can make it interesting, but I just think Clemson's got too much talent for Georgia to handle, especially that loaded receiving core for Clemson. They obviously don't have Travis Etienne at running back anymore. Speaking of Travis Etienne, he is apparently now on season-ending IR. He got hurt in a preseason game with the Jaguars against the Saints. So sorry to hear that. It looks like James Robinson will probably be the guy for Jacksonville. Anyway, Clemson has a loaded receiving core. They always bring in loads of talent. Their defense will be just as good. The only thing I'm interested in is to see if Georgia's offense can move on Clemson, because I think Georgia. Like I said, it should be a fun game. I think Georgia can make it close, but I just don't see how they beat Clemson. I think Clemson will come on top. So there's a little preview to my picks of Week 1.
Yeah.
Which, since that game will be game of the week, that will be the last game that we pick. Obviously, y'all know I'm going to pick Clemson. So there's a little preview to Week 1.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Florida State. Over under 7.5.
Florida State just kind of seems in this limbo mode. They keep winding through coaches now with they tried Willie Taggart and that didn't really work out. Ever since Jimbo Fisher, they've really just been trying to figure out who to get. They went and got Willie Taggart. That hasn't worked. Now they got Mike Norvell from Memphis, and they're hoping that will work. Florida State is really bad. I mean, they are really bad. I'm gonna say under.
Say under.
I'm,
Really 4 to 5.
yeah, I'll say 5. They could get 6, but I think solidly 5.
Louisville over under 5.5.
I say definitely over. I'll give them 7. I think Louisville can. I think they'll make a bowl game. And I think they can get to 7. They always tend to have a decent team. They're never really necessarily a horrible team, but they always tend to have a couple decent guys who do play well. And I think they'll solidly. I mean, they do have Ole Miss in the beginning of the year and UCF for non-conference, which is not easy. But I think solidly over. I'd say at least 6 wins, but I'll give them 7.
I'll probably give them over, probably 5 to 6 for me. I'm not as sold on this Louisville team, but I'll probably give them 5 to 6. All right, so NC State, over under 5.5 again.
Again, I'll say over. And NC State has another. There's a lot of just teams in the ACC that even in their non-conference, not just to mention all the games that they're. Oh, they have Miami, Florida on the road, and
Wait, hang on a second.
Now I'll still say over. NC State, really everybody in the ACC, just they can win any game and they can just lose any game. I've said this a lot, but it just is the case in the ACC because everybody's basically on like the exact same level. So it's like a toss up. You could say they win, they lose. You don't know, but I'll say 6 for NC State. I think 6-6. I think they sneak into a bowl game. I say that's fair for the Wolfpack.
Syracuse, over under 11.5. Over. They're going undefeated. Big champions. Probably over under 3.5.
You're the one who knows your team better than I do.
Win. Probably win. I'll say over. It depends on how the transfer is. If Tommy DeVito can stay healthy, because Tommy DeVito's not great, better than like Rex Culpepper. Pretty sorry, I love Rex Culpepper, but he's not that great at football. He's just literally a poor man's version of Trevor Lawrence, and I don't mean that by play. I mean that by look him up. He literally looks like Trevor Lawrence. Anyway, I'll probably say safely under, but I think they can hit 4 wins. At Ohio is going to be a fun one, but I think Ohio will probably win that. I think they can win at home against Rutgers. I think they'll win against whoever this is, Albany. I think they'll win against Albany.
They might lose to Liberty.
I think they'll lose to Liberty. Wake Forest at home is a toss-up, and then I think Boston College and Pitt at home are toss-ups. But everything else is at NC State. I think is a loss. At Louisville is a loss. At Virginia Tech is a loss. So.
I think for Q's, it's a 50-50 between 3 or 4. But I'll give them 4, so I'll say over.
Thank you. Forest, again, over under 4. Actually, we'll go 4.
I'll go 5. I guess I'll go 5 for Wake Forest. I don't know anything about Wake Forest, so I guess I'll go. I don't. You know what? I'll go 4. I'll say. I'll go under. I'll say 4. I don't know anything about Wake Forest.
I'll say under, probably 3. I think Old Dominion and Norfolk State are wins. And then, they're going to probably have to beat Florida State, Louisville, Duke. They can probably beat NC State home. They can probably beat. I think they will lose on the road to Syracuse. Syracuse has always kicked their butts. So I think under, and I think we'll go 3. All right. Next one, we go to the Coastal Conference with
Duke.
Cool. Over and under 3. We'll play Kansas. That's a 3 win. That's 3 win. Have we really gotten? Is Duke really that bad? Where we're debating if they'll beat Kansas at home? Is Duke really? I mean, I know Duke's bad.
No, they'll beat Kansas. No,
I was about
no,
to say, they're not.
no.
We're not. Duke's not at the level of are they going to lose to Kansas? Duke's
No.
not at that level. The problem. They might lose on the road to Charlotte, honestly.
There was actually like year. Remember that year when actually Duke was like kind of decent for football?
Wasn't that the year that they had Daniel Jones?
Might have been. I think they had Daniel Jones and they played Alabama.
Yikes. Yeah, I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna go either 2 or 3 for this team.
Yeah, I'll say 3. I'll say under. I'll say 3 for Duke.
Yeah, that's for Duke. So, Georgia Tech over under 5.
2. Georgia Tech is bad.
Not only are they bad, but they got Georgia at Notre Dame, at Miami, at Clemson. They might lose to Northern Illinois week 1. I think they beat Kennesaw State, and I think they can beat Pitt at home. Yeah,
I say 2 for Georgia Tech. They are awful. 2.
This is the interesting one. Number 4, the number 14 Miami Hurricanes over under 8.5.
Well, I think I mean I like Miami, Florida. I like the Hurricane. I want to see the Hurricanes succeed, but I think Bama's an automatic loss.
Yeah.
Appalachian State is a sneaky game that could be a problem for Miami, Florida.
They do have Mahomes.
Yeah, but it's still Appalachian State. North Carolina could be a problem on the road, big time.
And I think that's really it.
So
I think I'm going over, and I'm going 10. 9 or 10.
I'll say 9. I'll say 9.
I'd say either 9 or 10. I think Alabama and UNC are for sure losses, and then you've got like sneaky teams like App State at home, and then even like Florida State on the road, Virginia Tech at home. You could always lose to one of those teams, but I think out of if you're ranking who they're better than, I think they're better than 10 out of the 12 teams. But there's always the chance for an upset.
Yeah, I'll say 9 though, which was over, right? Yeah. I'll say 9.
North Carolina, another over under 8.5.
I would. Yeah, I'll say over. North Carolina is good enough. I might get 10.
9 or 10 again. It's going to be 9 or 10 again. I think at Notre Dame is probably a loss. Week 1 at Virginia Tech could be a sneaky game.
Yeah, I do want. I want to see that. Unfortunately, I'll be working that day.
Yeah, at Virginia Tech is always. Well, that's what I like about my work is I might have to miss parts of the game, but I can at least have them on and back the whole time. So I think 9 or 10 for North Carolina, but I think definitely over.
I'll say 10 for UNC.
Pitt over under 4.5.
I would.
Under. I'm probably going. They've got like 3 really easy wins. I think
5. I'll say 5. 5 and 7.
I think I'm still going to go under, and I'm going to go 4 and 8. I think they lose. I know Tennessee's iffy, but I think they'll still lose at Tennessee. And then I think their next best chance to win is going to be versus Virginia at home. So, I don't know. There's something with Pitt that I don't like Pitt. I don't know. I just never trust Pitt. I don't know why. I just don't. Not football. So,
for me, I'll say 5 wins, maybe 6, but I'll say 5.
I'll give them 4 with the potential of 5. I think their ceiling is 5. Virginia Cavaliers. Let's go same thing. Over under 4. 4.5.
I'll say same thing. 5, maybe 6. But I'll say 5.
I'm going to go 4 again. Georgia Tech at home is probably a win. You can probably beat Duke at home. William and Mary is probably a win. But they also got Illinois. Who, I know they have Illinois at home, but Illinois is pretty good. And then Wake. I think I'll give Virginia the ceiling of 6. I'll give the Virginia the ceiling of 6, but I don't know. I just don't trust them as much. And then Virginia Tech over under 6.5. I think they definitely break that.
Yeah, I'll give them 8. I say 8 for Virginia Tech.
I'll give them safely 7. I think they can win at home against Virginia. Duke at home, Syracuse at home, Pitt at home, Richmond at home, Middle Tennessee State at home. Those are all probably.
West Virginia should be an interesting game.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting game. I think they can win on the road at West Virginia, even on the road against Boston College. All right. Well, that is it. That is our conference predictions over under wins for the ACC. So thank you guys, and he's got his outro to do.
Yep. So if you want to see the latest video, click above me. It'll be right there. Should be probably the Big Ten or whatever video I last uploaded over about Savensky will be our other college football episodes. You can go and check those out right in the middle. You can subscribe to the channel. Other than that, that is all for all of us. We shall see you whatever conference we do next.
Like, subscribe, and share. Share with your sports friends because we are definitely the most knowledgeable. Not the most biased. If you have any Michigan fan friends, they'll like us.
Oh, yeah, they 100% will. Well, we'll see you on...
Or Syracuse fans, because I hype up Syracuse way more than I should sometimes. Undefeated, baby. Any of my Syracuse fans, we don't undefeated.
All right, well, we will see you on the next conference. Adios, everybody.